So guys, welcome to my YouTube channel about World of Tanks. I usually do World of Tanks videos since 2015 in German language, but I decided to do this video in English so a larger amount of people can understand my point of a view about the whole CC situation in World of Tanks. I'm criticizing World of Tanks and Wargaming since years. Not because I hate this game, just because I love this game. Yeah, I have about 240,000 battles in this game since 2012. I'm almost 14 years veteran in this game. You know, I play this game every day, almost every day, and I'm really concerned. Not since last week or last month or something, because this game is my passion. You know. Oh my God, he didn't even aim at me. You see that? Bro, he just drives and shoots at me like nothing. By the way, one of the worst maps of all time, Chinese Wall. In German, chinesische Mauer, you know? If you play this map with your scout, you don't have fun, you know? Yeah, let's go back to the point. iyouxin kicked off the CC program because he told the people don't buy the loot boxes. The last loot boxes were extremely toxic, is also my opinion. World of Tanks is one of the biggest games that survived for 15 years. First of all, not many games can do this, you know. Oh, he survived. He didn't survive. Not many games can survive for 15 years. Okay? So that's a big achievement for this game. I love this game. You know? You can have only one game because you don't have time, you go to work, you have your life, but you can play for 10-15 minutes if you want. If you want, you can this is a Sunday, I'm recording this game, you can play for 2 hours, 10 hours, it doesn't matter, you know, as long as you have fun. This game can provide a lot of fun in a short time or in a you know, you can have fun in only 10 minutes if you want. You can have fun for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, it depends. Of course, summertime you play less. Winter times, if it's colder, rainy weather, you play for a longer time. But you know what? This game needs lots of new maps. That's one of the big problems of this game. You know, if you play the same maps every day for the past 10 years, 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, or even only 3, 4, 5 years, it can get boring. But the much important problem is such maps as this one here, Chinese Wall, in German chinesische Mauer, can have big problems for a scout driver or even a budget 25 tons driver. Soft medium tanks, soft scouts. This was a good game because my team helped me to destroy the enemy tank destroyers and spotted tanks. But usually if you spot on this map, you don't get a lot of help because most of the people don't know how to play this game and this map, you know. But let's roll back to the iyouxin problematic, you know. He was kicked out of the CC program because he did an honest job. He have thousands and thousands of viewers on YouTube and Twitch, and he did a good job to warn them to not buy everything Wargaming is putting out there, you know? Because as a YouTuber and Twitch streamer, you have some responsibility for your viewers. Some of them are young, some of them are older, but still they don't understand what's going on in this game for years. You know, the problematic with this game began around 2016, something like that. As Wargaming decided to put out the Waffenträger of E100, the German 6-round autoloader tank destroyer, and not only put this tank out of the game, the German tank collectors and basically everyone that playing this game, not only Germans, were sad because I was already almost I had almost the tank in my garage, and Wargaming decided to put out this tank from the game, you know. And the problematic is not only Wargaming decided to put out the Waffenträger out of the game, they decided to put the Waffenträger in a monetization campaign, so they can make as much as possible money with this tank, you know, with the Waffenträger event. And since 2016-17, almost every map, every new map that came out for this game was trash. It's my opinion. The newer maps are not as good as the older map. There are many older maps that are taken out of the game that I would like to see in the game. And the older maps were much better than the newer maps. Let me kill this one, maybe. Yeah, by the way, we already lost 4 tanks. And the game is only 2 minutes old. That's a typical bot team, you know. That's my next point. Bad maps, bad new maps, taken out many good tanks, destroyed the derp gun in the game, T-49. Yeah, and nobody is shooting here, what? Yeah. No arties in the game. A bot team. Thumbs down for this map. For the team. So, this game, by the way, I'm playing World of Tanks since almost 14 years, 2012. And that's the only game I play for the past 10 to 14 years. I don't play any other game. So it's clearly my favorite game. That's why I'm criticizing Wargaming and World of Tanks. Because I don't want this game to die. And Kaizu and iyouxin and maybe some other creators already talked about this. We don't criticize Wargaming or World of Tanks because we hate them. We criticize the game and Wargaming because we love this game. And we want this game to survive. Okay? And it cannot survive if you do shady, unmoralic stuff with this game. As an example, if I was Wargaming, I would bring back the Waffentrigger of E100 into the tech tree. Not as an event, not as a cash cow, not as a loot box, just bring back the good German tank destroyer. Because the people deserve to play and enjoy and have fun with this game, you know, without being used as a cash cow. Just bring back the good tanks. By the way, the nerf of the HE ammunition was a big mistake. Tanks like T-49, tanks like FV 4005, and so on and so on. All the tanks with the derp gun, Sheridan, and so on and so on. You cannot play these tanks anymore. Okay, cool. Nobody is shooting this guy. Wow. That's crazy, bro. This game needs a fresh, new start. Also, you can bring newer, modern time tanks into this game. I think the enemy scouts or mediums are getting closer to our base. Wow. That's crazy, bro. So if you wanna make World of Tanks great again, stop telling community contributors how to do videos. Stop censoring these guys. Let them have their own opinion. Too many loot box events are toxic for this game. Too many events at the same time are toxic also. As an example, you have battle pass event, and then you have different kind of events also. So many times you don't have time to play all the events. Yeah, and you have Wargaming nerfing good tanks like Superconk, like T-49 Sheridan with the derp gun, nerfing HE ammunition, having this kind of maps still in the game for tier 8 to tier 9. By the way, this is tier 7 matchmaking, but most of the time, if you play tier 10, you also have this map. This map needs to be removed or get much larger so you can have some place to move around and do tactical moves without getting killed in the first 1 minute of the game, you know. So what Wargaming needs to understand is get along with us YouTubers and streamers. Don't censor or don't tell us how to make the videos. Stop Okay. Okay, nobody is here to shoot. Okay, nice. Okay. I'm reloading. Make World of Tanks great again. Please. We need new maps every 4 to 6 months. I would like to see 2 or 3 new maps every year. So you can have different tactics. Minimum, you need 2 new maps every year. Every 6 months you need 1 new map. Remove maps like this for higher tier matchmaking. Remove some maps completely from the game because they are maximum toxic. Also, I would like to see RT drivers that are sinking their RTs into the water need to get bans. Every time I want to kill a RT driver, he goes into the water and disappears, you know. That's not okay. Maybe you have some missions to do and these RT drivers are killing themselves inside the water, as an example, you know. This kind of shady stuff must be removed from the game. It's not okay, you know. Okay, why is nobody killing these guys? Make World of Tanks great again. Give iyouxin his CC program back. Let us have some fun with this game. Stop nerfing HE ammunition. Stop nerfing tanks just because you want to sell new tanks. Bring back T-49 Sheridan. Bring back HE ammo as it was years ago. HE nerf was one of the biggest mistakes. Bring back old good maps. Stop bringing these new maps like Wargaming did the last 4, 5, 6 years. The newer maps were not very good, you know. Map design is a big thing in this game. Invest more money for newer maps. Bring 2 or 3 new maps every year. Yeah, and bring newer modern type of tanks. Like tanks that build above 80s and 90s and into the 2000s and more. We need newer tanks. Maybe you can do like an event. You can play older tanks and you can play newer modern tanks inside World of Tanks. Don't bring a new game. I don't need a new game. Don't bring a new game with modern tanks. Put the modern tanks inside World of Tanks. Like you can choose, I want to play older tanks, historic tanks, or I want to play tanks that built like in the 80s, 90s plus, you know? That's my point of view. I want to thank you. Please write as many comments as you can. Please give the video a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Maybe I do more English videos because as you can see, I'm a player with 233,000 or almost 234,000 battles. Yeah, and this is the date I created this account. April 2012. So please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up and write me as many commentaries as you can. Thank you very much.